Hey guys, so I was just describing to a parent how to work on R. Okay, let me try that again. Okay. Hey guys, I was just describing to another parent how to work on our L sound, and I realized that I didn't have a video for this on my channel, so I thought I would add this really fast. So these are just some really quick little tricks. L is not one of the easier sounds to visualize, but it is fairly easy because you can see your tongue move to that location. And when your mouth is a little bit wider open, you can actually see it. Now, we don't usually do that when we're actually producing the sound. We say left. So our mouth isn't that wide, but it's a great way to show your student that you're working with where to put their tongue. So some of the great ways to work on it is right behind our teeth back there is this place called the alveolar ridge. It's a bumpy spot on the top of our mouth. Now, not everyone in the population actually has an alveolar ridge, so I would first check and be like, do you feel the bumpies above your behind your teeth? And if they do, great. That's a great place to direct them to. If they don't, it's pretty easy to also compensate for that. So you can get something like a tongue depressor or a popsicle stick, which is basically a small version of the same thing. And you stick it in their mouth and kind of rub right on that spot to kind of give them that sensory input of where they need to put their tongue. You can also take a sucker or something similar and rub back there, and that gives them that taste sensory input as well as the texture. And then that's a way to redirect them and show them. That's also just a quick tip for how you can help to work on our K's and G's. Do it in the back of the mouth to show them where to put their tongue. Now, just practice that, and that is just some quick tips on some ways to work on them. All right, so I wanted to add this in. I forgot to add it the first time. So we can actually, okay, so I just wanted to add this in also. So there is, all right, I wanted to add this in also. At the end of our words, an L is oftentimes actually used as a vowel. So when we say words like bottle, you don't actually say a vowel right before that L. Now, that's not so important for you to understand or to know, except that what that means when we're producing an L at the ends of words is oftentimes we change it to a so the difference between our typical thing we're working on with L's, most students will say a W for like instead of a left, they say weft. And so what we're trying to get them to do instead of the w, we want them to pull that tongue up and kind of have our mouth a little bit wider open instead of forming those O's for the W. Now, whenever our L is at the ends of words, what they're going to be doing instead of doing that with the W, they're going to be still having their mouth wide open in the right position with their lips, but instead they're dropping their tongue. And that's pretty typical because it is a vowelized L. That is the easiest way to produce a vowel, is just having your tongue dropped and mouth kind of wide open. Uh, uh. That is the easiest position for your mouth to have for sounds. So you don't have to do anything with their lips when you're working on final L. You just tell them, raise your tongue.